What's up, you guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Amanda Marie, and over here I love to discuss all things fragrance. So if you're someone who is into perfume, into smelling good, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video and you don't miss out. The month of August is going to be dedicated to top 10 videos. There are a lot of you who love top 10 videos, and that's what I'm going to deliver for the month of August. Now, I will sprinkle in every now and again some paid sponsorship, okay? So just be aware of that. More than likely, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this video, because as I was picking out these fragrances, I realized that I have a lot of high-end fragrances in my collection now. So today's video is top 10 fragrances I would repurchase, high-end edition, part 1. Okay, because I got some other high-end fragrances that I feel like I would repurchase, to be honest with you, because all of these are bangers. Now, some high-end fragrances I probably would re-want. Some high-end fragrances I probably would want to rebuy again, but the only thing that would stop me is the fact that they are so damn expensive. And I know when I bought it, the price now probably has went all the way up. So that would be the only thing from keeping me back, holding me back from buying the fragrance. And I'll name a few as I go through the video. Starting off with one of my favorite patchoulis ever made, but it is absolutely one of the prettiest patchouli fragrances I have in my collection, and that is none other than Pachuli Paris. This is by Germain, and I think it is absolutely stunning. Okay, stunning. Now, I know there are a lot of people who don't care for patchouli, but I would urge you to put your nose on this patchouli. I know a lot of people probably stay away from patchouli because it has a very distinctive aroma. Earthy, dark. In Pachuli Paris, you have aldehydes, you have patchouli. I believe the floral note may be iris. Yes, aldehydes, iris, patchouli, ambergris, and vanilla. So I get the aldehydes. I really can't describe to you the smell of aldehydes because I have had experience with aldehydes, but my experience has mostly been like it comes off kind of soapy. The aldehydes here is really giving this fragrance a razzle dazzle, if you will. It's not bright necessarily, it's definitely not soapy. Fragrance has the most beautiful sillage and longevity. To me, this is not a beast mode patchouli whatsoever. On the scale of patchouli, I would say it's medium to almost mild, but it's not. You will get the patchouli, trust me, okay? It's just not obnoxious and in your face and a heavy hitter, but you gonna get the patchouli. I love the iris note. It has this very powdery, almost cosmetic-like feel to it. Iris is one of my favorite notes in perfumes, one of my favorite floral notes in perfumes, let me say that. The patchouli here comes off more like a dark chocolate, earthy patchouli. The vanilla gives this some sweetness. 10 out of 10 in my book. One of the most prettiest patchoulis that I've ever smelled before. Again, this one is Pachuli Paris. Now, when it comes to Killian fragrances, it's very hard for me to pick and choose which one I would rebuy, because I would rebuy all of them because Killian is one of my favorite houses. So this one is called Moonlight in Heaven. by Killian. I'm not a huge lover of mango, so I literally can count on one hand how many mango fragrances I have in my collection, and I forget about this one a lot because the mango is here, but it is not over the top. It's not super prominent to me, so I forget about it. But there's rice, tuberose, tonka, musk, vanilla, heliotrope. I love heliotrope. Heliotrope smells very sweet to me, but ultimately this smells like vacation in a bottle. If anything, I think it means more feminine, so there's that. But this is beautiful. I love the rice note here. The rice note, it almost smells a bit lactonic, and somebody asked me to describe what a lactonic note is. A lactonic note is something that smells creamy, milky. If you look up any Killian fragrance, honey, you're going to find tuberose and probably all of them. There is something that he loves, that man loves tuberose, okay? It is the best tuberose I've smelled ever. It doesn't even smell like tuberose. It smells like a sweet, creamy, white floral. That's not tuberose, okay? But this is really beautiful. I would buy this over again. I do have a little bit of a dent here. I don't know if y'all can see. It's probably right there. Moving on to Christian Louboutin. This is Lubie Rouge. This one probably was released probably in 2021 or 2022. This is very feminine. Ultra feminine, very pretty, very delicate. It just has the most beautiful cardamom note here, and there's iris here. There's not a lot of notes in here, so if my memory serves me correctly, I think there's vanilla, cardamom, and iris. This is beautiful. When I tell you the sillage is amazing, even though this is not a heavy hitter fragrance, the projection is out of this world. You can smell me from at least 6 feet away when I wear this. No lies told. It creates the most beautiful scent bubble you ever want to have. It's sweet. That iris makes the fragrance very soft, a little powdery. The cardamom adds just the right amount of spice. Still smells like the most beautiful woman you would ever want to meet. I'm telling you. Loubirouge by Christian Louboutin. You know how some people love, when the fall hits, they love to go out and get their pumpkin spice or whatever from Starbucks. Listen, when the fall hits for me as a perfume lover, I always pull out African Rooibos. Always. It's just a must-have staple fragrance for me in the collection. You can get this, I believe, Sephora online for sure. I don't know if it's available inside of the store. But y'all, this is one of the most interesting tea fragrances I've ever smelled. And in all honesty, tea can be so boring in perfume. You know, it doesn't have any pizzazz. I don't have a lot of tea fragrances in my collection, even though y'all know I love tea. Okay, let me take a swig. This is not boring. This is not that. Oh, when it opens up, it has a beautiful bergamot. There's a zest here. It almost feels like there's a lemon slice just floating around in my tea. Love the spicy notes here. Oh my God. From my understanding, African Rooibos is a tea, but it's spice. Okay, so you get the spice here, but it is so refined. It is so elegant. It is so beautiful. I've never smelled a tea scent like this ever before in my life, and I don't think I will. Have I smelled other tea fragrances that? No. I've smelled other tea fragrances that are really good, but none of them lives up to African Rooibos. I'm just saying, none of them. Promise you, if you love tea and you like a little spice in your perfume, you will love this, okay? You will absolutely love it. I get a 10 out of 10. If he ever decides to stop making this, I think I would cry. I literally would cry. This is definitely a top 10 for life. I would buy this over and over again. This is a dream. It is a dream. Black Orchid by Tom Ford. Yes, I would repurchase this over and over again. As a matter of fact, this is my second bottle. Black Orchid was really my gateway into niche perfume. It smells like nothing that I have in my collection. Nothing at all. And I love that. I have to give it gold stars for that, because right now in this weird space of perfumery, I feel like there's a lot of overlapping perfumes. The intention is probably not for everything to smell the same, but that is how it's coming off. And when I tell you, the first time I smelled this, I nearly lost my mind. They are about to release a new Black Orchid, and you know I'm gonna go put my nose on it. Now, I didn't care for the Black Orchid parfum. There was something in there that just didn't agree with my nose. I do have it in a travel size. I'll have to go back and revisit it, but I'm definitely getting my nose on the new Black Orchid that's coming out really, really soon. When I first smelled this, I was not that cultured. I thought I was until I smelled this. I was like, what is truffle? I love truffle, okay? Now, I love truffle. There's black currant, gardenia, ylang ylang, jasmine, mandarin, lemon. There's orchid. There's some spicy notes. There's some fruity notes. More ylang ylang. There's chocolate, okay? There's patchouli, vanille, and that's how they have it spelled here, vanille, incense, amber, sandalwood. Baby, this is a whole charcuterie of notes here, a ton of notes, but it is beautifully blended. For this to be, it's a designer fragrance, okay, but it smells very niche. Maybe it smelled more niche in 2006 because there was nothing quite like it out back then. I think now it still smells niche to me. I think only a handful of people will enjoy this fragrance. If you are the type of person like me, you love a good dark patchouli that comes off chocolatey and a little creamy from the sandalwood. You don't mind floral notes, but you're not in love with floral notes like gardenia. I think you will like this fragrance, okay? If you love truffle, you will like this fragrance. I'm pretty sure at this point you guys have smelled this fragrance, but yeah, it's showing up in the video for a reason. This, you know, as I smell this does have a little bit of a gothic feel to it. It's dark, it's mysterious. So to my nose, it does have a little bit of a gothic type of feel to it. And I can't wait to smell the new version of this perfume, and I can't wait to wear this. I'm gonna pull it out this fall and winter. This is definitely a winter scent in my opinion. You can wear it whenever you want to. I just don't see myself wearing it right now. It's just too hot. Maybe on a date night, and if I do, I mean like 1 or 2 sprays. 2 sprays would actually be too much, okay? 1 spray maybe, because y'all know this is a heavy hitter. This is a head banging fragrance in my opinion. So just be careful with the sprays. So I was not gonna leave my beloved Blanche Bet out. Let me show y'all the bottle. Look at the dent. The dent is definitely denting. This is Blanche Bet by Liquides Imaginaires. Just love at first sniff. What I pull from this is cacao. It smells like a powdery chocolate, like a powdery Nestle Quick powder, I get the vanilla, I get the tuberose. I love the tuberose here. See, if I'm gonna wear tuberose, it has to come like this, okay? I do get the incense, so this is slightly smoky, not over the top. It's just a haze of smoke here. And from what I remember, this fragrance is supposed to be representing a unicorn. And I don't know about that. I've never seen a unicorn, and I definitely don't know how unicorns smell, okay? But it does have a bit of a magical vibe to it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head after I read the story behind this fragrance. I don't know. It smells magical to me and beautiful. Definitely a top 10 for life. Yeah, I highly recommend this one, especially if you like the smell of tuberose and cacao and milk. I think you will enjoy this one. Again, this is Blanche Bet. Another 13, I don't really have to go into it. You guys know about Another 13 at this point. I am sure of it. Look at that dent, y'all. It is almost time for me to buy another bottle of this. And I bought this one in 2000. And I bought this one, oh my God, what's today? That's wild. I bought this August 4th of 2021. Y'all look at the date. Look at the date. I mean, when y'all see this video, it's probably gonna be August 6th, Wednesday, August 6th, but yesterday was August 4th. Oh, happy anniversary, Bookie. My favorite. You guys know I love a Your Skin But Better scent. That is what this is. This is a musky scent. There's some woodiness here too, but as for me and my nose, I pick up the musk. The musk is sillage, is what gets people, okay? This has the best sillage. I know I've said that probably 100 times already, but I promise you, this lingers so long. It's crazy. And there are not a lot of notes here. I think there is amberette, which is musk. I want to say there's pear and ambroxan, maybe iso e super. All of those are molecule notes that create musk and a woodiness. That's what this is, right? And what's interesting is every time I wear this, people know it's me. Somebody has literally walked up to me and said, girl, I smelled you in the break room. Like, I smelled you walking down. Did you just walk down the hallway? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, I smelled you in the hallway, okay? I'm telling you, this thing packs a punch. I don't know. There's just something very appealing about this fragrance. Very sexy, very innocent. I don't want to say playful because it's not playful, but it's definitely innocent, okay? Your Skin But Better, sexy boyfriend t-shirt. I love it. I love this. Blue Talisman from Ex Nihilo. I just bought this fragrance, and when I tell you I am head over heels in love with it, I couldn't have picked a better first Ex Nihilo fragrance, to be honest with you, especially seeing as though I love musk. To me, this is a musky fragrance with some pear and ginger. That's what it is. To me, this comes off as a really pretty musky fragrance with a ginger in it, a ginger note that kind of like jumps out at you, and pear. So you get the fruitiness from the pear. This is light, airy, definitely appropriate for the summertime. I love wearing this right now because it's so hot, and it smells elegant. There is a relaxing feel to this fragrance when I wear it. I don't know if it's the musk or the pear that's really, you know, giving me those vibes, but it feels very cool, very sexy, very unisex. There is a slight touch of masculinity here, and I'm gonna chalk it up to the woodiness, okay? But it's very mild tone. This is not what I would consider a very woody fragrance. This is a musky fragrance with ginger and pear and some citrus. This doesn't smell like anything. Let me see now. I say that. No, this doesn't smell like anything that I have in my collection. It doesn't. It smells like something that I used to have that has been discontinued, and it was Magnifique by Lancome. I looked up the notes. The notes are not similar, but when I tell you, they kind of resemble each other as far as smell, okay? But I love this. Blue Talisman by Ex Nihilo, and they're about to come out with an extrait version. Do I wish I would have known that? Yes, I wish I would have known that before purchasing this, because I will tell you, even though this smells amazing, I think that the projection and I think that the performance is very mild, mid. It's very mid, and I'm okay with that because I'm not a like performance snob. Like, all of my fragrances don't have to be beast mode, heavy hitter fragrances, right? I just want them to smell good. So because this smells so damn good, I'm not overly concerned with the fact that the performance is mid. Okay, let me just say that. And it could be just mid to me and a headbanger to somebody else too. It just could be my nose. So we have 34 Boulevard Saint Germain by Diptyque. This was my very first Diptyque fragrance. I bought it last year and I have no regrets. This by far is one of my favorites from Diptyque. If y'all been here for a while, you know I struggled with Diptyque fragrances. I found them to be very, very unique and different. They have, to me, a very French feel. Okay, that's the quality that I get from the fragrance. But initially I was going in to get what is it called? I was looking for Eau de Well, but of course they didn't have it in stock. And the lady, the sales associate, was like, well, why do you want Eau de Well? And I said, well, I love vanilla fragrances. I saw the notes were, you know, a little bit earthy, a little bit dark. And she said, well, if you like Eau de Well, you'll probably like 34 Boulevard Saint Germain. And I have the Parfum version. I believe it comes in an eau de toilette. I'm not sure. But she put it on me. I wore it, walked around. This perfume has all of the elements that I require in a perfume. All the notes that I love, like clove, cinnamon, black currant, cardamom, pink pepper. You see where I'm going with this. So it is a little spicy. There is some woodiness in the base. There's some resin. There is some iris. There's some geranium. The geranium gives it like a green feel to it, right? At first I thought it was patchouli, but it's actually geranium that's giving it that earthiness. There's also eucalyptus here. So this is a heavy hitter to me. This is, for a lot of people, this would come off very masculine. It does have a fougere or fourgé type of feel to it, which is a barbershop type of feel to it. If you're a guy that's into fragrances, you know what I'm talking about. It has a bit of a barbershop feel to it, even though there's no lavender here. Lavender is usually in fougères, I believe, and also resins. But I love this. This was definitely going to be fall and winter. I don't see myself wearing it in the summer unless it's nighttime, you know. But for the most part, I will definitely be grabbing for this when it gets cold, because it not only does it have this earthiness that I love, and a little bit of spice and a little bit of an herbal vibe to it. It has a coziness to it, and I feel like there's no vanilla listed here, but if you are familiar with resins, you know that sometimes they can come off smelling very vanillic, like benzoin can do that. Sometimes amber can do that. So even though you might go look up the notes for this, you'll see there's no vanilla here, but the resins give it a vanillic touch. So I love this, love it down. Again, this is 34 Boulevard, Saint Germain. Love it. The amount of times that I actually went to the Byredo counter to smell this and never purchased it should be studied, because why would I do that? I could have been enjoying this fragrance, but I don't know what was going on. Every time I went to the counter, I just left it. I never picked it up until one day I said to myself, Amanda, cut it out. Just buy the fragrance. That way you'll have it, you can wear it, you know you like it, girl, stop. So I did. When I tell you, this reminds me of, it has a vintage feel to it, so there's that. It also puts me in the frame of mind of an old school, old-fashioned cosmetic compact because of the violet. The violet, to me, kind of mimics iris a little bit, because you know iris can come off smelling cosmetic like, and so does violet, in my opinion. It does kind of have a purple kind of smell to it, if purple had a color. I always say that as if colors have a smell, but I feel like I do get something purple out of here. I get the fruits too. The fruits are so good. The peach with the plum, y'all. This, man, it gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Uniqueness. I know a lot of y'all don't care for the performance of Byredo fragrances. Me, I've never had a problem with the performance. They last on me all day. I've actually had someone tell me I smell loud. So I don't know if it's just my skin chemistry or what's going on with that. But I never had an issue with the performance. I just love this down. This feels very classy, very elegant, very ladylike. Very much like a lady, a sophisticated lady, okay? Rich. Almost has a bit of an opulence type of feel to it, like extravaganza, you know, just, it has a presence to it, a very unique smell in my opinion, and I like that, you know. Sometimes you can't help but to smell like other people, because I do have a lot of fragrances that are made for the masses, but every now and again I run across a fragrance that I think is absolutely beautiful that people usually don't like, and I love, and I really enjoy that, because I would be the only one in the room smelling like Bibliotheque, okay? Well, probably not, but I would like to think so. But I love it. Definitely would buy this over again. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Now, will I buy this right away over again? Probably not. I would, once I empty the bottle, I probably would wait to buy this until I had like some extra cash, but I would rebuy this. So again, Bibliotheque by Byredo. All right, you guys, that was it for my top 10 fragrances I would repurchase again. High-end edition. Stay tuned for part 2. I probably will put that up in the next video so we can keep it going, because I have a lot of top 10 videos to give you guys this month. I hope y'all appreciate me turning August into top 10s, because I know y'all love them. I know y'all love them. I've looked at the analytics. I saw the views. Y'all live for top 10 videos, and guess what? This month I'm gonna just give them to y'all. So I hope you enjoyed them. Comment down below if you have any of the fragrances in this video that I mentioned. Let me know what you think about them, okay? Also, let me know what's your top 10 fragrances too. I would be curious to find that out. Leave it below in the comments. If you are a lover of perfume, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video and you don't miss out. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I hope you're smelling good doing it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.